Then, now, forever. Together.
And now, WWE presents the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame Red Carpet.
Live from Las Vegas. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame Red Carpet Show. Jackie Redmond, thrilled to be alongside Peter Rosenberg. We are coming to you from the Blue Live Theater here inside the Fontainebleau Resort and Casino for one of my favorite nights of the year, Rosenberg.
Oh, this is an event I look forward to, and this year it's a bit different. This isn't in the arena after SmackDown. This is its own thing at the Fontainebleau, but truly one of the events I look forward to, and obviously this year's class, very excited.
Star-studded. I love a good speech. So for me, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony is always circled on my calendar.
We're going to have speeches.
I'm so excited because speeches bring jokes, they bring good stories, they bring tears in the best of cases.
They bring random moments you don't expect.
Yes. You know who else brings moments that you don't expect?
Who's that?
Byron Saxton, usually on occasion,
the
third member of our broadcast crew, looking fantastic as always. Byron Saxton going to be bringing you interviews from the red carpet, as are we, for the next hour as we get set for this Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Byron, you are smiling ear to ear. What's going on?
I'm smiling ear to ear because you guys talked about all the surprises, sometimes the funny jokes you hear during the Hall of Fame ceremony. For me, the best part is standing here on the red carpet because you never know who's going to show up. So I've been working hard to round up some of our guests, and I've rounded up a man who is an actor, a comedian, an ardent WWE fan, the host of WWE Rivals on A&E. I could go on and on, but I won't. Welcome in, Fluffy. Fluffy, how you feeling, man?
You can keep going on and on and on. I have no problem.
Because we do have a ceremony to get to, so I could.
Yes.
So tell me, what does this mean to you being here at the Hall of Fame?
I love being at the Hall of Fame because it's such a great celebration of careers and lives, and it's just one of those things that's so unique in the fact that you get to hear these incredible stories of struggles and the careers that got to this point. This is the pinnacle right here, the Hall of Fame. Every wrestler's dream to be part of the Hall of Fame, and I'm excited to be here.
Can we talk about your Hall of Fame gear for a second here?
Well, yes, I'm sporting this WWE ensemble here, and I'm rocking the John Cena jorts. That's right. You got to get the jorts, bro. You got to get look at that fit. You can't see me, but you can see those. Okay, so
very mindful, very demure, right?
Yeah, I'm super excited. This is really cool.
Is there anyone in particular looking forward to seeing get inducted here tonight?
I'm really excited to see the total package Lex Luger. It's an incredible career, highs and lows, and this is definitely a high.
I'm with you there. I was a big Lex Luger fan growing up. You know, I was a big body guy, flexing, you know, so he inspired me to work out.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. We all train differently.
Yes. So, I mean, obviously we know the Hall of Fame is just part of WrestleMania weekend, right? I mean, we got 2 days. I assume you're going to be there all weekend?
I am there all weekend. This is the only time of year I actually take time off of the road. I'm always excited to be part of WrestleMania.
Well, Fluffy, it is always an honor to have you here with us. Enjoy the Hall of Fame. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the jorts.
Enjoy the jorts.
And Peter, Jackie, we're going to send things back to you guys.
Byron, I'm not going to lie. I think you laughed a little too hard at that fluffy workout joke, but that's a conversation for another day.
It was appreciation for the man's work ethic. That's all it was.
Well, listen, a star-studded event.
It was all good. Trust me.
No earpiece for Fluffy. But Byron Saxton, thank you so much. You heard those guys talking about Lex Luger, one of a few big stars being inducted into WWE Hall of Fame tonight. But it's all about the game. Tonight's class, of course, headlined by Paul Triple H Levesque. This is a huge moment. He has done so much for the company, both as a WWE superstar and now as the head of creative.
Yeah, and listen, this is a night where, like, I want to hear about Paul Levesque. But I want to talk about Triple H tonight. The work this man did in the ring. 14-time world champion, founded DX, such a monumental part of the Attitude Era, and of course our boss. Shout out to Triple H, so excited for this. But he's not the only inductee.
No, he is not.
We have so many different legends. Michelle McCool will take her rightful place in the class of 2025. Of course, the first ever Divas and Women's Champion in WWE history. An iconic tag team run with Layla, with Lay Cool. So deserving. And for one night, not all eyes on The Undertaker. No. Eyes on the wife. It's Michelle McCool's night.
Let me tell you something. Michelle McCool is so cool that anytime she's around, trust me, all eyes are on
You're not wrong.
Michelle McCool.
You're not wrong. And of course, Fluffy just said it, the total package, Lex Luger, a world heavyweight champion in WCW, a U.S. champion, the Lex Express, the narcissist.
Have to mention the Lex Express.
This man, he slammed Yokozuna on an aircraft carrier, for God's sake. The Lex Luger total package, so excited that he'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight as well.
Yeah, it's a massive night. Like I said, there's so...
Did you say massive?
Yes, I did. Well, yeah, I did that on purpose. That was planned, Rosenberg, absolutely planned. The natural disasters, also part of the 2025 Hall of Fame class.
Of course, earthquake and
I love
typhoon.
The photo, the back-to-back classic.
That's a lot of back. That's a lot. One-time WWE Tag Team Champions, but beyond that, just so entertaining. So many great rivalries with other greats, and of course,
for the first time ever.
Yeah, you talk about this, Jackie, the WWE immortal moment in the inaugural match. It's only right. My favorite ever, the Hitman Bret Hart in there with
Canadian.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's right. For what they did at WrestleMania 13 in that submission match, one of the greatest matches ever. We'll honor them tonight.
We certainly will. I'm excited to talk to you about that match at WrestleMania 13 and what makes it so iconic, but we are on the red carpet. It is all about bringing you all of these stars, the inductees, the WWE superstars that are on hand. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get to hear from Bret Hart on the red carpet along with Stone Cold Steve Austin. No promises, no guarantees, but we will do our best. But of course, I think we have to start with Paul Triple H Levesque headlining this class. And it is WrestleMania weekend. We are in Las Vegas. What is one of the things Mania is known for?
The huge iconic entrances.
Correct. We always want to see, what are people going to do? Who are they going to come out with? What elaborate stage setup are they going to have? And let's just say, I think the game Triple H, over the course of his career as a WWE superstar, absolutely understood the assignment. Let's take a look at some of his most iconic WrestleMania entrances.
There's only one superstar great enough to have the world-famous Motorhead play your entrance. Trying to play the game. And that's the game.
Triple H is a wizard when it comes to entrances. There's been so many great ones.
The pomp and circumstances, making it big, is what separates him from a lot of people.
Hunter is always very involved in his entrances. He has a flair for the dramatic, for the presentation.
Sometimes it is the simple things, like spitting water, that people remember.
Just go back to his entrances at Mania. A lot of thought goes into that.
To be there at WrestleMania, especially with your husband, is pretty much the coolest thing that there is.
WrestleMania. It's time to play the game.
He is the king of kings, Triple
An epic shot to end that package, full of amazing entrances at WrestleMania from the one and only Triple H. A reminder, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony starts tonight, less than an hour away, 10 o'clock Pacific time, streaming live on Peacock. So make sure you check it out. We will hear from Triple H. I'm excited to hear his speech. We've got stars showing up on the red carpet.
Look at them, they're right there next to us.
Getting their photo taken. Karrion Kross and Scarlett looking absolutely flawless, as they often often do. But, you know, we just came out of a package of Triple H's most iconic entrances. Do you have a favorite? Is there one that tops the rest?
Honestly, for me, it's probably the return to Madison Square Garden, the denim vest. I think that moment is probably the one that stands out in my mind the most. I know you're probably looking for a huge Mania one. For me, it was that return, but he's had so many that were crazy. Oh, look.
Oh, look who it is.
Karrion, hey.
Oh, wow.
You know
AJ
what?
Styles and Karrion.
Scarlett, let's talk to Scarlett instead. Who needs Karrion, honestly? Respectfully.
Funny how you changed note as soon as I walked back.
Respectfully.
Yeah,
Sorry. But you both, I want to respect you both. You both look great.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Honestly, just
Goddess
so you
is
know,
amazing, though. Thank you. You look incredible.
Thank you, Jackie. You handle the business.
I couldn't help but notice you and AJ just crossed paths. No eye contact there.
I don't know if that's you guys or that's the office, but if you guys ever do that to me again, I'm telling you, I'll ruin this whole ceremony. I'll smash his head right through this lamp. I'm not even kidding, by the way. I don't know who did that. I'm not playing around. I'm not in a good mood. I'm here out of respect. I'm not in a good mood.
All right, well.
Totally get it.
Do you?
You totally get it?
Well, now I get now I get it, honestly.
Ever been hit with a chair? You get it?
I don't get that part. You're right.
I would love to throw you over this railing right now. Are we done?
Well, on that note, I think you guys enjoy the red
Enjoy the
carpet,
show.
enjoy the ceremony.
AJ,
So
move
good
on.
to
I'm gonna
see
put his head
you.
right through that lens. I'm not kidding.
He's
I'll put
upset.
his head right through that lens.
He's upset.
You better watch it, man.
Way to go, Peter.
I didn't do.
Upsetting Karrion Kross.
I don't arrange who's where. Well, I just stand here and try to chat
You
with
could
people.
have responded a little bit better.
How did I respond?
Not well, obviously. He's very upset.
Listen, I got news for you. Not the first time I've had a bad interaction with a wrestler, but guess what? That's one of the many things that can happen on the red carpet.
This is true. It is chaos. You never know when
Why don't
or
you
who
choose who
someone
we
is
talk-
going to show up.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, AJ Styles, hello. You guys look so good matching.
Thank you so much. I mean, we're going with a little purple this year, you know.
Why purple? Is there any reason?
Because the guy I was getting the suit from goes, this would look great on you. I go, okay, purple it is.
Listen, he did not lie. He did not lie.
You look great. By the way, it's really great to see you right now. It's never been better to see you, honestly.
wow.
Yeah, my last interaction was not fantastic.
Oh.
Karrion Kross threatened
Karrion
him.
Kross came by. It wasn't great. Wasn't great.
He's nothing to worry about. I mean, not that big of a problem, to me anyway.
No, to you. You and I are very different in our physical stature, ability, etc. What does it mean to you? By the way, I mean, AJ, you are a future Hall of Famer. You are a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's been such an unbelievable run ever since you showed up at that Royal Rumble. And for so long, I always thought, we're never going to get to see AJ Styles in WWE. He's a TNA guy.
Yeah, I thought that myself. So, yeah, I was right there with you. I never thought I'd have a WrestleMania moment, and I was ready to live with that, but thank God I don't have to.
And do you ever now think about the fact that you will go into the WWE Hall of Fame one day? Because you will.
I believe it when I see it. I'm a jaded wrestler, so that's the way we think, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, let me finish with this. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight and hear their speech?
Wow, you know what? I've become good friends with The Undertaker and Michelle, so I'm kind of looking forward to what she says, being married to a guy like The Undertaker, so I'm interested in that.
All right, well, listen, thank you for the time. Enjoy the evening. You both look lovely, and have a great night.
All right, you guys.
Cheers, guys.
All right, I'm being told Byron Saxton. Oh, maybe Byron's not ready. Byron's not ready, so we'll hold the phone on that. We were talking about Triple H's entrances earlier,
yeah,
and you were talking about the denim look, which I of course love. For me, I really like the motorcycle entrance with Stephanie.
Classic.
Just because I love them together.
I know.
You know what I mean?
No, it was a classic.
Like that. Like if
the
we
black leather. It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Iconic. It was iconic. All right, Byron Saxton is now ready. He is on the red carpet. Byron, who do you have?
Well, I'm actually trying to round up someone here. I see. Maybe I think I found my target.
Don't
Stay
talk
with
to
me, guys.
Karrion Kross.
Stay with me. The one, the only. I'm gonna intercept him right here. L.A. Knight.
True. I'm trying to go to my seat. That's all I'm trying to do. And now you got to come on here.
Come on, just like a minute of your time, man.
What are we talking about? Where's she going? All right, see ya. I guess she's done.
Just lose your date?
See you later. Yeah, she left me.
Sorry.
I don't want to be on camera. She's camera shy, so that's all right. It's just me. I'm here. What are we talking about?
Well, let's talk about this event. Let's talk about WrestleMania, what this means to you.
Yeah. Well, look, you talk about the Hall of Fame. It's a big deal, of course, every year. But I got to come here and show appreciation to Triple H. You know, he's the headliner. He's the deal. And he's the guy who's kind of making everything tick around here. So I got to show up for that. I'm excited to see that.
Now, is there anyone besides Triple H? Obviously, you've been a longtime fan in addition to being in this industry for quite some time. Is there anyone else you're really looking forward to seeing getting inducted?
Well, I tell you what, it's the first time that I have been aware of a match getting inducted. So Bret Hart and Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13, big deal, big match. That's going to be cool, too.
And it's pretty much a layup here. But
come over here.
Is she coming back?
Come here. But you're in a cross camera. That's a big no.
Aww.
See, we're breaking rules over here. Yeah. Come here.
It's okay.
You have a question for her?
Oh, do you have a question?
Well, I do have a question for you, okay? What do you think of the ensemble here of Mr. LA Knight?
I love this. I love this. Oh, I know. I was ready for it. I was like, well.
You're next. Don't worry.
Talked about me being a goddess. No, I love this. This is amazing. It's like top.
This is not really
it's the
typical of me,
standout
but I
stuff.
figured, why not? It's a Hall of Fame. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no vest, no Timbs. I'm digging it. And now what are you wearing? Just give us the whole letdown here.
Easy. Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Look at it. All right, so now that we've done all this.
Okay, so we're good. You can enjoy the Hall of Fame.
I can be done with this. I'm out of here. And everybody, look, if they ask you whose game it is, you already know what everybody's saying. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, guys. All right, so Peter, Jackie, a little birdie told me that you have a certain Hall of Famer with you right now.
We have a very special guest, X-Pac in the house.
Hey
hello, how are you? Your boy is.
Look amazing.
Listen, you look amazing too. Listen, your boy is getting inducted tonight. Paul Triple H Levesque. Do you call him Paul? Do you call him Hunter? Like, what do you call him?
I call him Paul. Like we used to call him Hunter a lot, but like it's Paul these days.
I mean, yeah, when he's in the suit, it's like Paul is more appropriate, but he's going into the Hall tonight. How proud are you to see kind of what he's been able to accomplish, both in his career and now post-wrestling?
Oh, God. The things that are going on right now, like, I'm so happy for him. He was born for that. Like, this is his karma. This was like, you could tell, like, when we were younger, like,
you knew he had a mind for it like this?
And just like, yeah, he was the guy that was going to end up being, running this one day.
Right.
Yeah.
And for you guys, what you did together was so special. But I thought this was really cool because the fact that you guys were inducted together, this is different though.
Yeah.
He deserves to be inducted as Triple H, a single star.
And if it was up to him, it never would have happened.
I know.
And so I'm so grateful to Sean and Nick Khan and them for, and Taker for going behind his back and getting this done. Yeah, and these are the cufflinks he got for us when.
Oh wow!
Yeah, when.
Oh wow, the DX with the Hall of Fame. Wow.
DX Hall of Fame, very cool. What do you expect from his speech tonight, if you had to guess?
Oh boy. I don't know, because I'm like a really bad speech person myself. So, I think it's gonna be like. I don't think it's gonna be real long, and drawn out. I think he's gonna keep it. If I'm guessing, I think he's gonna keep it kind of short.
Fair enough. How about this? I'm putting you on the spot a little bit here, but you and Paul spent so much time together as WWE superstars. Is there a behind-the-scenes moment or memory or story that you find yourself telling over and over about Triple H? That is TV appropriate.
That's appropriate.
Yes.
Oh, not really. I'm so
anything on the road? Anything?
You're gonna lose him at appropriate.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
No, he was just always the guy that had his head on straight.
Well, he had to drive you guys, right? He was the sober guy all the time, no?
Yeah, but I mean, it was more than that. It was just like, when the rest of us would be all pissed off about something or like up in a roar about something, he was the guy that
He saw the bigger picture.
Yeah, come on, calm down, guy. It was. Thank God we had him with us,
I'm sure he pulled you out of some situations.
Oh God.
Yeah, that says it right there. That's why he can't tell any stories. Is because most of them probably.
I wouldn't be here talking to you all.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen. Enjoy the evening. It's so good to see you, and we can't wait to see what Paul has to say up there. Maybe he'll have some stories that are PG appropriate. Enjoy the night. So good to see you. We're going to take our first break here on the WWE 2025 Hall of Fame Red Carpet Show. We will be back
we got people to
with
get.
more guests after this. Welcome back to the Fontainebleau Hotel and Resort in Las Vegas. We are live on the red carpet ahead of the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And oh boy, we just watched a package telling us everything we need to know as we get ready for Tiffany Stratton to defend her championship against one Miss Charlotte Flair. She joins us now with her other half, Ludwig Kaiser. You guys look fantastic, first of all. No surprise there. You guys are both two of the best dressed people in WWE.
Thank you so very much. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
Listen, it's so awesome to have you guys here. Tiffany, you have been doing one of the best things you can do in this business, which is get people talking. And you've done it by standing up for yourself to one of the most decorated female superstars this game has ever seen. So my question is for you, how proud are you of what Tiffany has been able to do for herself over these last few weeks as we get ready for this match?
You know what, I gotta tell you what, I don't think my English is good enough to make you understand how incredibly proud I am. It's so great being so close to each other. Obviously, you're there for all the ups and for all the downs and all of that, and I'm so incredibly proud of her, not only for the last weeks, months, but for the last years.
Tiff, this is obviously a huge moment. You sent the last year and a half. I don't want to say it's been unexpected, but it did sort of pop up quickly, and all of a sudden everyone was buzzing about Tiffy time. Have you been surprised at all at the timeline? Here you are with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41?
Yeah, I have to say I'm very, very shocked of, you know, how the last year went with being on SmackDown. I feel like it all kind of started in Australia, and then it trickled into me winning Money in the Bank, and I became WWE Women's Champion, and here I am now walking to WrestleMania as the WWE Women's Champion and fighting Charlotte Flair, which is my dream match. So I'm super blessed, and I can't wait to make my WrestleMania debut tomorrow.
What a crazy thing to have that be your debut.
It's massive. If you could describe what we can expect from this match from your standpoint in a few words, how would you describe what this fight with Charlotte will be like?
Obviously, it's gotten a little personal, and I completely understand that when the bell rings, it's going to be a fight, and I am completely aware of that, and it's going to be probably the hardest fight of my life. So I'm going in super confident, and I'm also super nervous, but I'm gonna leave it all in the ring tomorrow night.
Is there anything that you can still say, as personal as it's gotten, anything complimentary you could still say about Charlotte Flair at this time?
Yeah, I mean, she's still my dream opponent. She's still somebody that I look up to in this business. So it's such an honor to have her as my debut opponent at WrestleMania, and like I said, she's still somebody that I look up to in this business for sure.
All right, well, listen, it sounds like you're going to have your dream of not just being in a WrestleMania match this weekend, but being against someone that you've dreamed of having said match with. So congratulations on that in and of itself. You have been absolutely crushing it. It is, without a doubt, Tiffy time in WWE. Thank you guys so much.
Cheers,
Enjoy
guys.
the night. We're going to go elsewhere on the red carpet and check in with Byron Saxton. Byron, what do you got?
Well, I'm standing by with WWE's global ambassador, my fellow Florida Gator, and a man who consistently makes me feel underdressed every time I'm around him, Titus O'Neil. Titus, how has Vegas been treating you?
Vegas has been treating me excellent, man. I came out here for a couple of days shooting a project in our studio out here, and went back home and came back, and been eating some great food and seeing some of our WWE family and legends, and looking forward to tonight.
So as WWE's global ambassador, obviously you meet a lot of people all over the world, literally. What's the buzz that you hear from WWE these days?
Just how exciting times are for talent, backstage, just the product as a whole, the storylines, everything coming together. Obviously, it's the Triple H era, and it's been amazing. Over the last 2 years, it's just been nothing short of amazing. Obviously, revenue has gone up across the board, which is good for everybody at the end of the day. The up-and-coming stars from NXT are killing it as well. I mean, we get ready for like Stand and Deliver, and just, you know, Trick Williams is my guy. Whoop that trick, whoop that trick.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's my guy. But it's just the influx of talent that's ready and biting in the wings at NXT. Plus obviously the stable of main roster talent that we have here. But just the overall vibe of people just having fun, man. And that's what this business is about. It's about having fun, putting smiles on people's faces, hoping people's heart. And obviously, if you go throughout the city of Las Vegas, it's WrestleMania season for sure.
It's WrestleMania season, a lot of excitement. Is there a particular inductee you're looking forward to?
I'm really excited about Triple H. You know, I think this is going to be just another stamp of approval, not only from his peers and the fans, but just the direction he's been helping take the company alongside Nick Khan and the rest of the WWE executives. They've done a tremendous job with the Netflix deal and so many other partnerships that have continued to grow at the company, and that's all been under his leadership. And you look and see all the guys and the girls in the locker room and how excited they are about just being here as a family. It's an awesome time to see, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Tim put another stamp of approval on his illustrious career.
So before we wrap up, I'm going to send things back to Jackie and Peter momentarily, but they're standing by with a man who you know very well. I'm not going to say who he is, but I will say one word. Yeet.
My God.
Oh, what a throw, Byron. Great A, great A. We are, in fact, here with the one and only Jey Uso, dressed in all black. We going to do it? We going to do the thing?
There you go.
Hey. Jey Uso, how you doing?
Yo, Jay, you're giving us the all black, the Cuban link, the all black, very serious vibes. Is that the energy for right now for Jey Uso?
This is really me right now, you know. If you really know me, you know, like I like black a lot of the times, you know, moving, grooving through the airports, you know, undercover. You know, if you really know me, this is really me right now. Who's not playing. Tomorrow's a night. He's gonna get got.
He's going to get got. He would be Gunther, who Jey Uso is taking on for the World Heavyweight Championship. We're less than 24 hours away from that match happening. You say you're ready. You look very serious. What is it going to take, though, to actually do something you've never done, which is defeat the ring general Gunther? Something not a lot of people, by the way, have done in a title situation.
That's the whole thing, Jackie. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying, Ooze? What I'm gonna do it, you know? What kind of plan I got, little 3, 4, 5, 6 moves I got, Ooze, I don't know.
I know who you're talking to, bro.
But look, Jackie, yo, all I know is I'm shocking the world 2 times, all right?
Yes.
This to shock the world 2 times, I'm telling you.
Listen, you sound hyped up for it. You sound confident. You sound ready.
Whoa.
Tonight, though, we are here at the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Triple H going in. What do you love about Triple H's career as the game, as WWE superstar Triple H?
Man, who didn't? You feel me? Like, come on, man.
Practice the water spit, though? Do you ever practice it?
Can you do the water
Come
spit?
on, Luce, man, come on. I grew up like he done wrestled my dad a million times. Like, I done watched his career take off, and like, how, man, come on, man. Hats off to Triple H, the game, man. I'm so happy. Damn near raised me, Oos.
Yeah,
You know.
you've been around him a long time.
Yo, enjoy tonight. I know you're focused. Good luck tomorrow, my brother.
Wait, you can't upstage our handshake.
No,
like
I can't. That was a regular
Hey,
dab.
ours is better. Let the folks decide.
Oh.
Regular dab?
I'm not a regular dapper.
She can't do regular dab.
I can't do regular
Sometimes
dab.
you just got to hit a regular.
I'm not a regular
regular.
dapper.
Regular dab. I bet y'all can't regular.
No, we don't. We have to do this.
Oh, okay. All right. Enough. We're going off the rails here. Hey, Jay, I saw you. He did the yeet. That means interview's over.
It's time.
Jey Uso taking on Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship tomorrow, night 1 of WrestleMania here. You think he can do it?
I don't know, but let's. I'll tell you what. I think Byron Saxton may have some insight into
Okay.
that match right now.
Indeed, I do, guys, and I have insight from a man who was not entertained at all by the whole handshake fiasco you guys were involved in, because I'm standing with a man who will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso tomorrow night, opening up the show at WrestleMania. Gunther, we heard from Jay. He's very confident that he's going to walk into WrestleMania and walk out World Heavyweight Champion. What's your response to his attitude right now?
Well, I don't buy it. I think he's full of crap. I think that false confidence that he has, I think it's not there. And anyway, enough about me tonight. It's a big night now. Not about me, and it's about the greats tonight.
Well, we know you're a wrestling historian, of course, so I know this has to mean a lot to you, seeing all the legends and future Hall of Famers, current Hall of Famers who are here tonight. How important is this event to you personally?
I think it's a general important for everybody because wrestling's a very unthankful career for a long time, and I think this gives everyone that gets elected to get inducted in the Hall of Fame, a good feeling about their career and like a good honoring about the career.
Have you had the chance to talk to any legends here tonight, pick some brains?
No, not too many, to be honest. I got here a little bit late. I was very busy today.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. But no, I will make sure I catch up with some later, so it's always good to do that.
Well, Gunther, enjoy the ceremony tonight. Best of luck, if you need it, tomorrow at WrestleMania.
I don't think I need luck.
I felt like I was setting myself up there. Well, enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you.
All right, Peter Jackie, I understand you are standing by with someone who's going to be involved in one of the most highly anticipated matches of WrestleMania weekend.
I would agree with that. I think tomorrow night, Charlotte Flair aiming to get yet another championship reign when she takes on Tiffany Stratton, but we'll get to that first. Charlotte, how are you? Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much. Anniversaries now.
I feel you, dog. No, I feel you.
First of all, Charlotte, you look absolutely stunning. Like, you always look good, but this is 11 out of 10.
Itchy, but you know, it's WrestleMania week, so got to do it big.
Listen,
Wait till you see my robe.
Oh my gosh, can you give us any hint about the robe?
Two of my favorite colors.
Ooh, okay, internet, start speculating. Throwback and two of her favorite
colors.
colors.
There has to be blue. There has to be blue in there. There has to be blue. Okay, Charlotte, we're not gonna go crazy right now. You know, it's the Hall of Fame.
I'm here to have fun. Are you gonna ask me the tough questions?
I'm just gonna say this: when things get as personal as they have.
They happen. Yes, always.
Yes, and a couple of weeks ago, certainly on SmackDown, things went a little crazy. Are you still able to just focus and enjoy your WrestleMania experience, or is there a certain level of anger and just desperation to get in there and put pause on someone that kind of puts you in a different space when you're in a moment like this?
You know, had this been 2 years ago, even a year ago, I probably would have been really angry, really in my feelings, but having that time off with my injury really gave me clarity, and I really just want to appreciate every second, every moment. Obviously, I didn't love what happened, and it went personal, but it's WrestleMania. I missed last year. Nothing is going to take away from the joy of walking that aisle. I mean, this is our biggest show of the year, and I feel like WrestleMania is my domain, so I'm just excited. Like, I'm just happy. Yeah,
you know, I love that for you.
To be honest.
Yeah, I saw you, you know, obviously you've done a lot of press this week, a lot of interviews, and you've really talked about being so excited to be back at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all, and really taking it in. And now tonight we're here for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which is all about legacy, right?
Yes.
How much do you think, as you get ready for some of these matches and moments, about your legacy when it's all said and done?
I think it all adds up. I don't know where the match with Tiffany Stratton will end up on my resume. This will be the 8th match. I've won 4, lost 3. But for me,
she knows her stats. I love it.
I always want to top the last one, and I do take every match very serious. Every opponent brings out a different side of me. I think Tiffany is going to bring out a different side of me. And again, I have that chip on my shoulder for being out injured. And yeah, I just want to do what I do best.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask one more question about Triple H, Paul Triple H Levesque, someone you've known a very, very long time.
Since I was 6 years old.
6 years old. So what does Paul Triple H mean to Charlotte Flair?
Oh, so many different things. It's hard. He went from being my dad's friend to like, oh man, it's Triple H, to someone who hired me for NXT, then to my boss. He's worn so many hats in my life, but he's also seen me go through so many different stages in life and growing pains. So I'm excited to be here tonight and watch him get what he deserves to be inducted.
Was he the first person to greet you when you won your first championship at NXT?
He was, and he was like squeezing my face. He was just, the proudness and what he was doing with NXT with the women and hiring Sarah Del Rey, I think it was just a culmination of so many different things. It was like destiny.
It changed the business forever.
It changed the business forever.
Charlotte, we love you. You are the queen. Have a wonderful match tomorrow. Best of luck and enjoy tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Enjoy the night. I can't wait to see the robe. I cannot wait. talk about entrances. Her entrance is always amazing, like even on non-Mania days. But listen, we're getting
almost bumped
closer
right
and
into
closer to
Becky
the
Lynch also.
beginning of the WWE Hall of Fame induction
Awkward.
ceremony. We are live on the red carpet. There's more to come, including maybe the man of the hour next.
Ah.
Lately, there's been a lot of chatter talking about what happens when you take away the music, strip away the fans, lose the chant. What's left? Who even is he?
Well, it's just me, Yus. And maybe that's enough.
They gon' wanna put the cam on, make them put the jams on. This is who I am, and I'm everything the fans want. Center of attention, it was written in the plans. I said I'm on a mission, they don't even understand. I do this cause I love it, champion to the public. Steady rising above it, I'm loving who I'm becoming. I'm steady calling the shots, stay connecting the dots. No way I could ever lose, that ain't a part of my plot.
2 men left! Team on the Royal Rumble! Check this! Jey Uso is going to WrestleMania!
Don't let us, one word. Yeet!
4 letters, 1 word. Hell.
Oh my God! The World Heavyweight Champion attacking Jey Uso! Let me introduce myself to you!
Every week is going to be hell, with WrestleMania being the most horrible display of violence this business has ever seen.
Gunther is zip-tying Jey Uso to the ropes here.
Where's he gonna get?
Come here!
Get closer!
I'm gonna kill you!
Get closer!
I'm gonna kill your ass!
Get closer!
You could try to take it all away from me.
You made the whole damn world stop!
But guess what, Us? I'm still here. I'm not afraid of you no more. And I'm gonna ask the Lord to forgive me for the man who I'm about to become.
I am the greatest gift this company has ever received. I refuse to let Jey Uso ruin that for me.
Because when it comes to these people,
For a 4th consecutive time,
this night,
to beat the living hell out of Jey Uso
that World Heavyweight Championship,
and walk out of WrestleMania still the World Heavyweight Champion.
I can sum it up what it'll be in 1 word. 4 letters. Mine.
We are now less than 20 minutes away from the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony as we welcome you back onto the live carpet show. And we got a legend joining us here on the red carpet. Jackie Robin alongside Peter Rosenberg. We got Randy Orton, his beautiful wife, Kim, here to chat with us. Guys, welcome to the red carpet. How pumped are you guys for tonight's ceremony? Triple H is headlining someone, obviously, Randy, that you have spent a lot of time with. So I'll just start with, I say Triple H. What do you think of? What does Randy Orton think of?
Well, first I got to say the Hall of Fame is always awesome. It's a way to honor the guys that paved the way. Seeing my father get inducted to the Hall of Fame was a huge moment for me, but a very close second will be Triple H. He has been right there throughout my entire career. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. He's always had my back, so I'm really excited for this occasion, and I'm very proud of Hunter.
Would you say that that evolution moment, if it doesn't happen, we don't get the Randy Orton that we have today, the future Hall of Famer?
I think that's very possibly the case. I think that if we didn't get the guy you see before you now, I think it would have taken an extra decade and a half to get there. Like, because of it launched me to where I eventually became, man. And it was all because of them. Ric Flair too, man.
Yeah, obviously tonight is a special night for everybody, so well deserving. And actually, I see the man right over your shoulder. I think we need to make time to
talk to Paul.
That is the guy, Triple H,
Well,
right
listen,
there.
You guys
We're going to bring him in.
look fantastic. Enjoy the evening. It's clear that Paul has meant a lot to you in your career, both as a colleague and also seemingly a friend. I would say. So enjoy the evening, and thanks for chatting with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
I would rush off the Ortons for nobody except Triple H. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you should RKO him, actually, Randy. I think you should RKO him. Give it to him.
All right.
Peter's going to actually leave
I'm gonna walk with them.
Randy Orton, I believe, because we are getting closer and closer to this WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony beginning. And obviously, Paul Triple H is headlining tonight's inductees, a very illustrious career as a WWE superstar and now so integral into the success of WWE today. I believe he is going to join us now. Oh yeah, I see Tommy Cullen. Oh, he's walking straight. So I believe he's making his way down to Peter Rosenberg, where we have a surprise for Triple H.
Oh,
Peter,
hi.
take it away. He's coming in hot.
Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, I'm sorry to bother you. I can tell you're very clearly on your way inside, and I'm in the awkward position of stopping you. But WWE has arrange something special for you, boss, and they want to present it to you right now on the red carpet. So if that's all right,
sure,
we're going to do that. Hi, Steph. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Loving your show on ESPN Plus, by the way. Fantastic. All right, so let's get the people. Hold on, Nick.
We are missing our family.
The rest of your family as well. Okay, we'll try to gather the family. We're going to gather family now. Now, Stephanie, while we're waiting, how excited are you for what's going to happen tonight with your husband?
I'm just so incredibly proud and honored, and it is so well deserved. 30 years of a remarkable career, and probably the reason why WWE is right here where we are today.
When you met him as a guy who was just working in the business, was one of the boys, did you sense that there was a mind in there that was just different?
Oh yeah, I mean, I couldn't keep my hands off him.
Not exactly what I meant.
It was different. Yeah, it was
different in that way for sure. And for you, Triple H, how proud are you of what Stephanie's doing now? Podcast has launched, Stephanie's Places has launched, a lot of things happening.
Yeah, incredible. I know she talks a lot about my career, the things I've done. She was just as instrumental in the business and for this company being where it is today. So the fact that she took a step away for a little bit and now she's back here doing podcasts and everything else, it's incredible. Incredibly proud.
And I think I speak on behalf of the whole WWE universe that welcome back, Steph. You were missed. Do we have everyone here yet? All right, I think we're good to go. Hi everyone. All right, so let's get Triple H over here. I'm gonna slide right in here, guys. You have a shot of this, guys? All right, here we go. Presented by WWE to Triple H tonight on your induction to the Hall of Fame. Any thoughts when you see this?
They made my nose look bigger than it is. I don't know how that happened. Must have had too much clay or something like that, but it's an incredible honor. Look, I have been at the forefront of making these for a lot of talent over the years, and some of the biggest legends in the business. So The Undertaker and Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair and Roddy Piper. So to see one of me, I just don't know if there's any bigger honor for anything that you can do in life than to have them make a statue of you for it. So incredibly touched, incredibly honored, and I'm just glad my family can be here to see it. And thank you to Nick, because he is the one that made all this happen. So
I think I speak on behalf of the entire WWE universe when I say you deserve it. Enjoy tonight. Good luck. We're going to send it back to Jackie Redmond as we wrap up our red carpet coverage and get you ready for the Hall of Fame 2025.
Oh my gosh, what a moment. Listen, a statue unveiling is always an interesting experience, but what an honor for Triple H, who in the next couple of hours is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I am so looking forward to his speech. Oh, look, you're already back over here. You walk quick. Good job over there.
Should I try to grab Logan Paul?
Well, I think, we got Bianca Belair over here as well.
And Montez Ford.
You know, there's some decisions that are going to have to be made here.
Well, they're still
Logan looks occupied. Logan looks a little occupied.
No, I can get him. He's wrapping up. He's signing Polaroids. How did I do with the reveal? I was very nervous about.
The reveal was good. Gathering the folks, not as strong.
Wait, what did you want me to do? What did you people set me up? No one said make sure you gather the whole family. They just said go down, reveal the statue.
You adapted well, but you wanted. Listen, we're friends. I'm honest with my friends. but the reveal.
Too on. But it didn't come crashing down.
No, there was no meme-worthy moment.
Thank you very much.
All right. I think the statue looks great, by the way.
Oh, it's very cool. Oh, look.
Oh, my gosh, the EST of WWE. You got to go in the middle, girl. You're the important one. Let's go. First of all, you are a fashion queen. You make your own gear. You make your own clothes. I assume you made this.
I did not, but you know what? That means so much to me when people ask did I make it, because it lets me know that you think I'm that good. But no,
girl, you are that good.
Thank you. WrestleMania week, I was too busy with my gear. I just didn't have enough time, so not this year.
You are here with your beautiful husband, because you're both very beautiful humans. I'm not gonna lie. Have you gotten used to this yet? That you guys are one of the it couples that is sitting there looking beautiful at the Hall of Fame. Is it old hat now, or is it still fun to get dressed up and go do it?
No, it's still fun to get dressed up. Everybody knows we always like to dress up alike. I feel like it's one of our love languages, but I don't know. We're just in love and living life and having fun together. And if that makes us an it couple, that's a plus. We're not trying to be that, but no, we love dressing up alike. We love matching. We're coordinating. He's going to come over here in a minute. You can see how it all comes together. But it's
show the whole look.
Yeah, it's one of our love languages.
Come on, Tez, get in here.
He's getting himself situated.
He's slow walking.
He's making an entrance.
He's making an entrance that's not on camera yet. Here we go. Oh yeah.
There we go. Take your moment. Okay, taking the
By the way, let's talk about it, Tez. You're doing the important work right now. You're doing the important work. You're holding your wife's phone, aren't you?
Phone, purse. My protein shake. I have a couple bottles of water over there because I'm still prepping. He's holding everything. His pockets have my lip gloss, everything.
Good man. Good
Most
man.
importantly, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? But this weekend's about her. A beautiful, beautiful lady. She's gonna make history once again. I'm so happy and proud of her. So inspiring to see these things that she keeps doing. She keeps climbing the ladder and making them matter. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the viral clip that was moving around today of Shannon Sharp's late night show with cats just thirsting over your wife? Did you see this?
Like I told them earlier, man. Everybody can look at the menu, but I'm the only one that know what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you just gotta keep it smooth.
Hey, listen.
And on that note, I'm going to ask Bianca a question.
Don't worry, it's almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast. This is an adult show, okay?
I'm okay, guys. It's okay. I don't blame them.
Talk about when he kisses me. You know what the lip gloss tastes like.
Right. Exactly. I totally understand. Yes.
Come on, guys. This is a PG show. Pretty good, okay? That's what we are.
Well, listen, Bianca, I do want to ask you about WrestleMania because once again, the EST of WWE is in the mix, as they say. What have you kind of learned over the years of being part of these big moments? What do you appreciate about it at this point in your career?
Oh, it never gets old. WrestleMania is our Super Bowl. You always want to get to WrestleMania, but our roster is so amazing and so talented. So to be one of the women that is on WrestleMania, fighting for a title, representing our division, I that's an honor to me. And I'm just so excited for our match, and I've been able to have a lot of success at WrestleManias. I've been able to be undefeated, so I'm walking in this year with that same goal to go 5-0 at WrestleMania.
But that's extra pressure now because you have the undefeated at WrestleMania, but it's a triple threat, which makes it...
It is. It's one thing to just have a match with Rhea, right? Or to just have a match with Io. I now have to have a match with Rhea and Io, two of the best women that are on this roster. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but I'm the toughest. It's going to be rough, but I'm the roughest. So I'm going to go in there and use all my frustration of everything that I've been through and use that at WrestleMania.
Well, listen, tonight is about legacy, and you are certainly well on your way to building a heck of a legacy for one Bianca Belair. So congratulations on what you've done so far, and I can't wait to see what you do this weekend. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cheers, guys.
All right, we are going to check in with Byron Saxton elsewhere on the carpet. Byron, what's good?
Yeah, as I keep my eyes on the clock, we're like 7 minutes away from the official Hall of Fame ceremony. I am standing by with a man who's going to be extremely busy on WrestleMania Sunday as he goes one-on-one with AJ Styles. The lips, you good? Not chapped? All right, Logan Paul. How you feeling, Logan?
Yeah, I feel great, man. Humbled, good looking, a little hot, but yeah, I feel good.
You feel hydrated?
So hydrated. I've been drinking Prime all day, both energy, 18 plus, and hydration. So of course.
So what does the Hall of Fame ceremony mean to a Logan Paul?
Dude, the fact that this is my third, fourth year wrestling, and I'm already being inducted into the Hall of Fame is one of the greatest accomplishments of my life. I'm the youngest male to ever be inducted, 6 years ahead of The Rock. So I, to be honest with you, am at a loss for words. I'm incredibly humbled.
I don't think you're being inducted into that.
I'm incredibly humbled. I appreciate the question, and I can't wait for you to see my speech.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. My speech is very good. I wrote it with ChatGPT, whatever, forewarning. It has a little AI in it, but I've been working on it, and I think it's going to make my mom cry, yeah.
Okay, is there anyone you're going to thank during this acceptance speech?
The guys who made it happen. Triple H, Nick Khan, these are guys who believed in me, guys who I'm so proud to call a boss and a collaborator. And man, I wouldn't be here without them believing in me. So for sure, yeah, I'm gonna name drop them. I think so.
Yeah, and what's your message to all the fans who are going to be here to see you apparently get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
What'd you expect? You know, I told you.
This is like getting weirder by the moment. You're not serious, man, right? You're just pulling my leg, right?
Huh?
You're not joshing me right now?
Byron, if I was pulling your leg, it'd be a single leg takedown. You'd be on your back. 1, 2,
Okay, we're gonna keep digging this hole. All right, well, Logan, yeah, congrats, man, on the Hall of Fame induction, dude.
You're so funny, bro. You're so funny.
Yeah, that was okay. Super awkward. Peter. Yeah, Jackie, I don't know what just happened.
Well,
I have no idea what just happened.
One of a kind.
We have 90 seconds left, Jackie.
I don't want to talk to Rosenberg.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
That can interview me?
Jackie's here too.
Well, okay, listen.
How are you?
Paul, great to see you.
Great to see you.
I want to ask you. I know I could ask you about the match tomorrow. I could ask you about a lot of things, but I do want to ask you about Paul Triple H Levesque being inducted. Just ignore him. Being inducted tonight into the WWE Hall of Fame and what he has meant to this business.
Everything. He steered us out of the chaos. All the corporate chaos that was coming down, and he steered us out of the chaos and creatively took the helm of the company. And my God, what shoes that he had to fill, and he's done it brilliantly and magnificently and with honor and with a collaborative effort with so many different creative people on so many different levels. I cannot convey in words how much respect I have and admiration that I have for the man.
Well, listen, so eloquently spoken, per usual, from one Paul Heyman. So loyalty with CM Punk tomorrow, just real quick. We got to go off the air.
You can't ask him that. Now we have 30 seconds left.
Yeah, 30 seconds is a ton of time.
Real quick. Yep. I will always be loyal to my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I will always be loyal to my best friend in the world, CM Punk. And I will never, ever be disloyal to either.
All right, Paul Heyman.
Thanks, Paul.
We are 15 seconds away from the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony for Peter Rosenberg and Byron Saxton. I'm Jackie Redmond. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the speeches, enjoy the show. It's been a pleasure. See you later.
My name is John Cena. I'm a kid who grew up in a small town in West Newbury.
Ruthless aggression. The champ is here! 2025 will be my retirement from the WWE. Thank you so much for letting me play in the house that you built for so many years. John Cena's going to WrestleMania!
and an opportunity to win a 17th world title.
Cody Rhodes, if you become my champion, I can open up doors and possibilities for you that you never knew existed.
I gave my soul to these people a long time ago.
Hustle, loyalty, respect.
After everything he's accomplished in his career, he's gonna stoop to this.
You want some? Come get some! What is best for business is I main event WrestleMania. You can't see me! What is best for business? I never back down, and I never quit. I win a 17th championship. The champ is here! For 25 years, I've been the victim of an abusive relationship. I don't need you anymore. For 25 years, you only care about yourselves. I don't care about you. At WrestleMania, I make history. I will win that championship and retire with it.
17 does not happen, but what does happen is I get the heartbreaking privilege of beating my hero in his last chance.
You with that disgusts me. All you have done here is ride the coattails of my success. You sat by my side for years and stole every secret. You are a common fan like them.
I was chosen. But you know who chose me? They chose me. John, I am standing right here. I am holding this above my head. At WrestleMania 41.
The last real champion is taking
17 does not happen.
I am going to ruin wrestling for everyone.
This stays with us.